stream horizontally. And okay, I wanted to have a song going for this, but I can't tell how loud that is. Let's go up a little bit. That's my ceiling. Alright, we're good. It's too loud. Okay. So, things on my mind today. I wanted to start to say things that are on my mind a little for a casual kind of a stream, but I also decided to start playing third Slamshuary Deltarune Space Jam mashup, so that's not exactly it. Hey, hello to you, Magdala. Why is your first message riding on some music? What is your first message? Me sleeping pills, River. Why are you not asleep? Go to sleep. And what have you been up to lately? So, I heard you had a very long sort of a Monday. Are we time traveling together? That's what I like to see. Okay, I, I'm like 95% sure that I'm capable of focusing a little bit, but also I don't have my computer mouse, which is something that I wanted to have. So there's you're comfortable with me. Wait, what the hell? Okay, you're saying to tell you to go to sleep. Knights of Guinevere. You're saying it's a meat competition. Hey, you got one thing on the mind. When you got one thing on the mind, why is your meat slow? None of this makes any sense. And gosh, okay, like on a topic that you're gonna recognize, I tried to find out the place where I ate some of the rattlesnake lately, and I know that you're picturing me going out and eating one off the ground and taking a bite out of it before it takes a bite out of me. That's not it. I had it so normal, you know, with a little condiments on it and everything. But I don't think that place is in business anymore, so I don't know where that is, which that's that irks me because I'm trying to like go on adventures. The Magdala, you didn't know about this. I this makes sense. It makes sense that you didn't know about this, but that it also cracks me up because it was straight up part of the lore for a while. You're talking about right me making worse. I didn't eat another snake. I tried to eat another snake. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. So let's look at the magma chat and see if I have it set up as something that stays as small and as slow. But you know what? You know what? I think YouTube has adjusted to us. I think we are, in fact, small and slow. But hello to you, Greg. And how are you doing today? I I'm not sure how efficient I can be with this stream because I don't know, it's messing me up, you know? I want to go through an entire assignment probably because it's better for me if I do it a little bit earlier in the day. Did something happen to the Magma UI for real? I It looks a little bit the same to me, but also I don't have my tablet plugged in there, so I can't quite tell. And then there's talk of dim sum. If I were eating another snake, this is what I this is what's on my mind. This is what I'm thinking about. If I were eating another snake, then this message would be relevant. But I'm not. I couldn't find one. So there's Magdala saying, I have no room to judge. I have ate a snail dish of the French, but snake really? I mean, it wasn't like it honestly wasn't very identifiable. I think they mixed it with a lot of other things and and made like a sausage out of it. But I don't know how they got enough rattlesnake to do that. It turned out fine. It turned out tasty. It turned out flavorful. But I don't think of snake as like having that level of fat. River is trying to get me to put the distracting Deltarune mashup into the Discord. Yeah, yeah. I just can't play it at the same time as having a thought. But if I'm not trying to do two things at once, then it works out fine. Is there some hellos going on? There's so to say, it is incredible that McDonald doesn't know the biggest piece of lore. The reason why Fishy Fish exists, the allegations, the king cobra. You know what? It's been enough of time streaming. We can have a recap video. This talk of you eat snake. I see that phrasing makes it seem like I've had some again. I haven't had some again, and this makes me sad because it was fine. There's some alligator available in my town, some various lobsters and steaks, and that's a good selection of things. But but I don't know. I want to take someone on a little adventure. All right, scrolling to the bottom. Hello to Numa, and you're asking what kind of a snake did you eat. You're putting a little emoji after every single time to just sort of emphasize this, to just sort of illustrate this. It was a rattlesnake. You're saying how much meat is there anyway, right? I actually do not know how the people who made this, but it was at a food truck festival. So if I want to find something like that, I have to go to a food truck festival again, unless they're getting gentrified and there's no longer such a thing at a food truck festival. Anyway, I think I have to dig through my backpack, but I'm not allowed to show the house, I think. Hello to Vince for 4 years or for you. And okay, so I'm not allowed to show what my house looked like. So if we get just sort of all the way in here and I show you all of my pores. So hello doctors, am I looking pretty normal? Is this looking pretty ordinary and censorship of my place of living worthy? We're we're seeing eye to eye. We're feeling heart to heart. I just need my mouse out of my laptop bag. Wait, why am I calling it a laptop bag when it's an ordinary bag? Anyway, I crammed everything into here, and it keeps being like a really heavy thing that I drag around, I don't know, my campus with me. And somebody else tried to grab it like unexpectedly the other day to just sort of casually move it to me because I was like, hey, I need that. And they were like, God, what the hell is in here? Anyway, so let's get back out. You found your car. Hey, what the hell? I don't have a perk ready. I don't have a perk ready. What are you slurping? You're saying that I ate a dish of snakes like it was spaghetti. You're really overstating my powers now, aren't you? Oh my god. Save your money. Save your money. There's Numa saying, Crit is crashing on me. I have a drawing due in 2 hours. Ooh. Oh wait, like actually do, or in what capacity? Like for friends or commission, or I haven't been in a art class that makes you do some digital art yet. I mean, I have done some editing of photos for a class and things, but it wasn't like supposed to be digital art. It was just submitting some art that you already have. There's some jump scare, some closer please. And we zoom out. There's Kai getting dunked on, and hi to Sir Gooper. Thanks for a compliment. But you know what? I'm encouraging people to save money. Save those too. We're saving everything. There's why are you? What did you chat back out? Never mind. I didn't ask. There's Ronan the Shonen saying hello, and you saying it's for a friend project thing. I've made sort of a local art friend, I think. I hope. I should say hi more. I freeze up easily, but I hope I made a friend, and we meet at the library to draw for a little while, and that friend is like in a project of I need words of trying to make an indie game with a bunch of other people, and it really makes me think that perhaps I have missed out on not being part of things. There's what in the devastating things to say? Why would anyone compliment you? I know that's how you talk. I know that's how you are. I know that's the banter that's going on, but holy Nikes, that's some weapons grade wordage right there. There's if they feel really upset. Well, it's good to see you too. You know what the hell. Have a great day. Let's scoot into this seat, and I've got a mouse now, and I can start setting stuff up. There's close-up ASMR. seem happy. That's all that matters. Okay, you being queued up in this live chat today? How wonderful. Okay, things rolling on my desk. I had the opportunity to set up a desk that isn't tilted at like this much of an angle. I it's it should be extremely easy. The desk is already built. It's just kind of sat out in the hall. But for some reason, I keep having all of my things on this one where everything falls off because it's not really a desk, it's an easel that I've just sort of been using for this purpose. Alright, so we plug in what's on your mind. There's what's on your mind is being number one forever. You know what? You know what? I can get behind that. I mean, quite literally, because when you're number one forever, what place is there for us other than being behind? So, I, my head is full of thoughts. I need to join an improv class. I need to get a job. Of all the words to stutter on, I need to draw more. I need to work out, and then I need to move to the Philippines probably. I was thinking it over, and okay, I could like build some skills first, perhaps learn some language. That would probably also help. I think I need to leave the country though. I think I need to leave the country though. And that might be the solution. I do not know. There's Lodessa saying we're vertical again. There's talk of being all of that. And that was a goodbye from Sir Goober as I try to catch up in the chat. Why can't you use your right arm? Oh, it's for kittens reasons. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. So, there's City Williams saying, fine, I'll compliment you then. I only get a little bit blind each time I see one of these streams. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's your card has been accepted. But hello, how are you at this end of the week? We had a weird Sunday night stream, but we didn't have a Monday morning stream because I'm just sort of tumbling through all of this, kind of messing it up. There's saying, where's my boy Landon? I want to think again. I don't know. I was having such large thoughts when somebody showed up. Sir Goober is back. Well, hello to you. I scrolled back in the chat and said a goodbye just in time for you to say hello. Well, how wonderful. And there's Willie Tamara saying, I have an interesting story for you, and that is that at 6 a.m. I peed the bed, and then when I woke up it was 12 p.m. and I was dry and stinky. Okay, it's not really equivalent much at all, but I can kind of relate to you. Not in that we're like twins and pissing all over the place. No, not that one. I just keep falling asleep without brushing my teeth, which is also very stinky, and it can be very worse. It can be very not so good, depending on what you've done during the day. And so there's Nico Juju saying hi. You're saying that you're stinky today. Well, I mean, if it keeps going through the course of the day, at some point, that's mostly a choice. I would say, mostly a choice. You gotta. It doesn't take too long. You gotta go and get washed. If you don't have a shower, get into a sink. If you don't have a sink, get in someone's garden hose because it's gonna irritate your skin, isn't it? It's going to. So watch out. And then there's saying, isn't this when the Monday very late morning stream? You caught me there. You've caught me there. It's Monday. There we go. There's things that are twinning. Take a bath. They're fun sometimes. There's you're saying that you like it. I kind of suspected that. I did kind of suspect that when I read it. Honestly, if that was kind of the reason you were sharing it. I don't know. You surely must have a skin condition. Although I will say, when I meet someone who is smelling like not very good, I do wonder if it's like an on purpose thing most of the time. Most of the time, I wonder if it's on purpose. Sometimes I wonder if they don't know. There's asking if you're allowed to cry in those. There's Loda saying, this is something I heard today. We definitely took a turn right as soon as you showed up. There's, okay, I've made it to the bottom of the chat. I don't know if I'm better for that. I've definitely witnessed so much now, so very much. So there's you're saying can't be good for you. I think I'm mostly coming at it from a skin irritation perspective, right? Because because anything like sticking to your skin is gonna be not so good. It's gonna be not so good. Wait a second. I'm having innovations that excite. I'm having solutions. There's Lotus declaring that you hate manure and you wait and you take manure baths. Okay, the more I learn about you, the more I learn about you. There's some people are saying I smell bad on purpose too. It's my natural people deterrent because being social is exhausting. See, I'm on a mission because I've been trapped in the house for 14 years. I'm on a mission to socialize more on purpose. I don't know. I feel like I had like a running start, and then I feel like I'm tripping in things. You're talking about Back to the Future references. Willie is talking about a natural swimming pool. That's the reason why. Oh, because if your main reason why was the smell, then to avoid skin irritation, I was going to suggest that you simply piss all your clothes. Because that's logical, you know? That's the logical endpoint of all of this. Anyway, you've joined the stream at a strange time. Hey, if any of you have something else that's strange on your mind, you can't be letting piss the bed on purpose monopolize the stream. You gotta whatever's flying the freak flag in the folds of your brain, you gotta let that loose. And then there's a reference and things happening. You're you're wanting to detonate the stream. I'm open to other topics. I one thing that I have on my mind is that I was having a very ordinary conversation, I want to say, and then the person I was talking to in the middle of it seemed to think that I was guessing he would have 5 to 10 kids, and mind you, it would have been that I was bringing this up out of nothing, and even if I had been bringing this up out of something, this would be a wild thing to guess about somebody that you don't even like, I don't know that well. I but I don't know, it's so viscerally uncomfortable, maybe even mildly threatening to look at someone and go, I think you're the kind of person who's gonna have 10 kids. Oh my god, who says that to people? Do I look like the kind of person who says that to people? Anyway, I remembered that earlier and couldn't stop laughing because I guess I need to use this as an icebreaker now. I need to I need to meet new people, say to them, even if I'm not like feeling it, because why would I be feeling it? I need to say to them, you look like you're gonna have 10 kids, and then and then see where that goes from there. Hello to Somi. And and yeah, I don't know, I went off on a tangent here, and hello to R1OTH. I'm recognizing your username, am I not? I think I'm recognizing it. I you ah what? I've tried to scroll back to catch up on the stream, but I don't really know if I've gained anything. You're asking how was our week since Monday because you would like to be on a very sane topic. I tried a bakery. You guys see in big cities and stuff, the bakery Paris Baguette. It's called Paris Baguette, but it's a fully Korean company, isn't it? All right, and then there's Sir Cooper saying, when people tell me to have a nice day, I say no thank you. Oh my my. There's Willie still continuing to be free and natural. Have I said everything? So have I seen everything in the chat? There's Loda saying that you finished your tenor practice lately. Ooh, I've had the magma open to sort of look at what people are drawing and sort of look at what's going on. But let's look at your art of tenor. Okay, you're practicing shortening, you're practicing pixel art specifically. Hello. My day always does get better when I see a Mr. Antenna. Then there's okay, I wasn't really looking into what you were saying and seeing your perspective, but when, not to say that I'm seeing your perspective now, but the sentence, I feel like I'm in a tropical beach because I can get wet or dried whenever I want with whatever I want. Nobody thinks this, right? Nobody thinks this, right? I why do you think that? What led in your life to this sentence of words happening? I want to scroll down to the bottom of the chat and see some stuff. You two people asked you to stop talking like that. Alright. There's some moths happening as I go to admire the antenna things. Why are you sending me a very remixed image of SpongeBob? I mean, this it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go to the anthropomorphic moth girls. Ah, she's in the thigh high socks. I'm seeing the vision. All right, where are we? There's. I'm so sorry that I wasn't caught up in the chat. Yeah, I mean, all of you who's got a blue name, you just time someone out whenever you feel like it. Probably so far, this has never been a wrong decision. So far, just go wild with all of that. And then there's R1 saying, let's play two truths and a lie. One, I have a crush on Italy, the country. Two, I have over 9,000 stars on Roblox. Draw me. Three, my parents think I'm in a tomboy phase. Oh, well, how interesting. I can I can I pick one and three as the truths? As the truths? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not feeling so confident. I'm not feeling so confident. No, making 10 in small resolution is good practice, you were saying. And you know what? Let's take in the visuals. Let's take in the visuals indeed. Short tenor. Yeah, I'm gonna tilt you over there. Everybody witness a little bit of the Deltarune sort of a fan arts. And I would you say that you're getting better at pixel art in general? Because I'm looking at this and it's very satisfying to look at. It's quite satisfying. Alright, we're scrolling and scrolling. Is Tenna a 3D render actually? I don't quite know. Okay, you're saying yeah. There's Magdala saying, man, I'm so happy I didn't get too wild before obtaining power. None of you can stop me now, except sure. This is probably the right choice. There's one saying, by the way, in that two truths and a lie game, did the lie. Okay, wait. The lie was number two. You only have 5.3k stars on Roblox. Draw me. Ooh, I wasn't confident, but that was my guess. That was my guess. I wasn't confident in it, but we got it, huh? Okay, so the stream has been going on now for 23 minutes, and as always, everyone is welcome to say whatever's on your mind, except I am not sure how much my goal of studying a little bit is going to happen actually. Okay, so you've based your drawing off of reference. And, okay, wait. Should I try to have, like, art stuff in the background? Because, I mean, there is art stuff behind me, but I don't really know if that adds anything to it. And then there's talk of reference images. I am kind of wondering lately what I should do artistically because I think that it does enrich my life to be sure, but also it's so easy to get distracted with everything that I want to do, that I'm trying to do. Ooh, messages are being here that are held for review. Huh, okay. I guess YouTube doesn't want you to talk about licking anything. I am okay with that. They don't really even particularly need that. Alright. So, why is this a non-regular vertical lazy style stream? You aren't studying today. Excuse me. Excuse me, that's my intention. I've declared my intentions several times. I do wish to have a little bit of studying. There's Magdala saying, sometimes I see people acting mad because someone used a reference while leaving no nuance. Oh, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen someone like that, and that honestly makes me happy because I'm having a good time ignoring people. And hello to God Screech 2012. Hi, how are you? It's been a strange long week for me, but I suppose not too long. I suppose I'm in a better mood than I would expect, honestly. There's some timing now happening, and some Landon happening is what you're predicting here. Is what you're predicting? Are you assigning someone Landon? There's Nico. She's just saying no idea what's being said in chat, but I wish for everyone who reads this to know that I'm eating coleslaw. There's no joke on silly emoticon, only coleslaw. Honestly, I thought about bringing some food to this too. I only have a expired 5 months ago Atkins bar. I'm I've gone to, oh, that's something that happened this week. I went to Asian supermarket, which, as you know, for me is normal supermarket. Um, anyway, got a bunch of snacks, and so now I have some White Rabbit candy and some bread that is shaped like a corn. I have not tried the bread that is shaped like a corn yet. It is very tempting to go off and try to get these things. There's some Maman Jafari sending some compliment. Thank you for a compliment. Wishing you a lovely day. And there's, wait, what am I missing? There's alt. These men are using their power against the weaklings. There's excuse me, why would you not want me to get powered up on compliments? Maybe I'll fly around or something. Maybe that will happen. You feel the stream derailing in my blood. Really was the start. Now I can see the green. It's I don't know if it gets green from streaming on the phone, honestly. Um Okay, and I'm unsure of how much I want to make myself focus. Hello to Pollard, NBA. Hi, how are you? Wait, are you destroying my computer on purpose? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what I'm trying to do next is project management homework because this week they've taught us about resource management, which surprisingly includes human resources, which is I don't okay, probably like a guidebook which tells you why you can't go to employees' houses and things. Probably, I would say that's the main function of HR. After a preliminary read, you don't go to people's houses. All right, will I actually be able to get something like that done? I think I have to close out of everything that I had open because I went to some extra credit stuff for school yesterday too. That was exciting to me. That was interesting. I have not done that before. Why are you calling me 70? Why are you calling me 70? I am in college also. Why are you calling me 36? What is this? In between destroying my computer. Oh my goodness. There's I like cats and music saying I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Hey, alright. That's in some cultures that's respectful. And what else are we saying? Don't say that I'm 36. Why are you rounding up? And why are you rounding up to a number that rounds up again? Excuse me. I wish to be a mysterious concept, perhaps. Okay, so it involves sort of a team organization chart, RACI chart. Do I understand these sufficiently? Will I understand these sufficiently? This is what I ask myself, but it is actually due today. It's actually due today. There's not really that much time to understand it sufficiently. I'm just here. You're saying not this culture for sure. I would say that if you walk up into your life non-binary style and someone's like, I don't know if that's a boy or a girl, then you just gotta say, yes, this is pretty much what's happening. That's pretty much what's happening. Of course, I would guess that my voice would put me at like itty bitty boy sort of a age sort of a thing. There's Lotus saying I'm getting some bad feels from this chat. I'll be honest. You know what? It was my intention to set up a ordinary stream, the sort that doesn't really have much, I don't know, strange people scrolling, interloping anyway. So let's see what kind of thumbnail I should put. Ooh, hey, Lotus. While you're still here, I don't know if you're going away, but could I put your short tenna as the thumbnail? It was in front of me, so and I was admiring, so I'm like, should this be thumbnail? Should this be thumbnail? All right. So. YouTubers is like, what are you asking if I'm Japanese? There's and I'm getting one genuine guess for being Japanese is Philippines. Philippine. I should have a flag, maybe another flag. Although if I try to like have a Japanese flag, but then it's like crossed out, then that doesn't really communicate what I want it to, because I don't know, it will get like lost in the red. I don't know. I'm visualizing something, and it makes sense to me. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, you're talking about some great caricatures, and where am I going to? Server is declaring yourself to be creepy. Why are you creepy? Why are you creepy? Why are you creeping? There's okay. Lotus saying I love that. Actually, we're putting a thumbnail. We're putting a thumbnail. Ah. Okay, and there's hi creepy. I'm dead. I feel like even in the more ordinary streams, eventually somebody is assigned daddy. Eventually somebody is papa. Eventually somebody is, I don't know, discovering the parentage. And you know what? That's just a part of being online. Probably. Alright, so having a thumbnail, putting one together. There's are you advising me against the Japanese flag? Okay, I could put the Philippines flag. Oh, that's something that would make it even clearer if I put some kind of a sign. What? Okay, you know, I stream in my ordinary room where I actually live in. Um, it would be kind of funny to me if I made a sign for my room that just like states my ethnicity, that just kind of says hello, hello, I'm half Filipina, hello, I'm in America and in a college, and that's basically all of the most common questions, just in a sign in my room that I live in. You know, there's a lot of options that I have that are not that. Okay, so let's align this to have a thumbnail, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Da, 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 da. Now, what are you saying? You're saying, I just feel like the verticality attracts a certain kind of audience. Of course, it might be a coincidence, but today we've had like 4 new chatters who open up with a somewhat creepy message. Maybe I should have cooler things to comment on, because if I just rock up and here's my face, then that's like one of the only topics to comment on. Yeah, this is probably it. Yeah, we could have some greater art. Honestly, I was wondering about doing a little bit of a sculpture or something, or maybe painting something. Oh, I was thinking of painting an empty jar, for somebody that I hope wants to be friends. Okay, so what details am I looking at as I try to save this? Alright, so R1 is saying, Jaro, are you gonna play my two truths and a lie game I gave you? Well, the last one that I saw, did I miss one? R1 OTH official. Um, the last two truths and a lie that I saw from you was that you have a crush on Italy the country, and your parents think you're going through a tomboy phase. And those were what I guessed as being the two truths. So did I get them, or did you send another one since there? And there's okay, some prompts for thought, some confusion happening. Please. Okay, you did make a second one. Where is that? Let's scroll back up and see what sort of thing R1OTH has sent. Has it been a while since you sent it? I'm looking in here. I haven't found it. I have not found it. Um oh, okay, I suppose now I'm just lost. IP Man's daughter? Wait, is that the same guy who is in the show Warrior? Is that like Andrew Koji? Andrew? No, no, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of someone else. That association is still there though. Okay, so we've almost had a thumbnail, and you're messing up your keyboard. And April on pause is saying, "I'm gonna be Plague Doctor for Halloween," and saying, "Hi, oh my god, hi, I Halloween is 1 week away, and I should totally be more prepared for it, especially since it's my childhood best friend's birthday. I should be more ready for it, but I I don't know what I'm gonna dress up as. I just know that I hope that I can help my mom with trick or treaters because I think we intend to have a very fun time. I think we intend to have a good time, dare I say. Um, but she wanted me to spray paint a really big K-pop Demon Hunters sort of Guima Flames kind of thing, and if I haven't started that an entire week before that, although I guess we could be, yeah, we're kind of less than a week out now, that doesn't really bode well for where we're gonna go with that. Okay, you're saying keep looking for the two truths and a lie. I made a second one. Go look for it. Please, it's been so long. Could you resend it? We're gonna restart a stream for a second. You're talking about not having antibiotics, and you have a bronze wolf mask for Halloween. That's some cool stuff. Oh my! And you don't know what you'll be for Halloween. Well, you'll be pretty cool, right? You look like you know kung fu, but won't go 'cause you drank and lost once to somebody you wanted to be better than in front of pops, and he said to stop you from crashing out, so you never came back till yesterday. I I have craved to have main character energy for a while, but from the sound of it, it sounds like I'm gonna get my ass beat. Damn, it sounds like having main character energy also means trials and tribulations. Alright, what should this stream title be about? It should be drawing, sort of a drawing club, I would suppose. Because I do not know if I can do homework as I would wish to. So there's Magdala saying, I'm also not seeing it R1. Thank you for also checking, because I thought I was being gaslit for a moment. There's Luke Williams saying, Halloween is the only day of the year when I can go out and not be insulted. Luke, perhaps you simply must be around friendlier people. Oh my god, you're gonna be a 40-year-old bald man with a caterpillar mustache? Highly specific. Does this character have a name? Does this character have a name? There's... You don't want to be a clown for Halloween again, no outfit. Every single time. I think I'm not ready for what you're gonna say about Halloween, and we're gonna be ready. Okay, you were saying don't mention clowns. You went to fucking university, and I wait. Okay, is that second thing that you've said a person's name? Okay, now I'm setting up the what is this? Setting up the drawing tablet and the thumbnail, and we're almost good to go. You know, I should start on time for once. I should start regular again. It should all be fine. Okay, you sent it again. Can you see it now? Are you sending it somewhere else? Because I was looking for it in this chat. I was looking for it in here. So. There's talking about you could be a box and your best friend could be a cat and the cat can go in the box, and I could cosplay as Mr. Saja from Saja Boy. You know what? There, I'll take it. That seems fine. That seems really great. And then there's call it Dan in a box. Shut up. What? I I'm I feel as though I should be able to connect some dots on this. I am not really connecting some dots on this. There's not even that many dots to connect. I don't even know where I am with this. Alright, so let's copy some links and we can almost have a little drawing thing sort of set up and saved. Very nice. And what are you saying that True Lie thing is being destroyed by YouTube? Okay, is it actually? Is it in the magma? It's not in the magma chat. Is it in the Discord? Are you in the Discord? I haven't asked if you're in the Discord. Well then. Okay, Nicodella is sending us Timothy Chalamet. Okay. As Baldy from Baldy's Basics. Alright, so what else are we looking at? Please look for Two Truths and a Lie game. I spent 1 minute typing it. Okay, no one else saw it, right? It's in the YouTube chat. Okay, no one else saw what you sent. I'm not even seeing that it's removed. You're asking if the window's on the other side. I can't actually tell if this is mirrored in this sort of camera. Anyway, up we get a little bit, and and yes, I should be better about not dropping things. And okay, well, I'm sorry that the efforts to send something are not going through, but also no one else saw the message that you meant to send, so I guess I'm not losing it. I guess I'm not bonkers. I guess I'm not nuts. You sending me on a wild goose chase through this chat. Alright, so what are we doing? And plugging some things in 1 bit. After a certain point, I should get the USB in on the first try, every try. It's kind of insulting that I don't plug in the USB on the first try, every try. Okay, maybe try do all messages and not top messages. Ooh, true. What the hell settings am I on in this sort of a chat? Well, I mean, it shows you which fans are top things, but it's not visible to everyone, which is highly unusual, you would say. Completely unusual. Well, we're gonna start a new little stream anyhow, because I've gone all about this in a very peculiar sort of way. And you just try sending it again there if you're still around, if you are so inclined to hang out, and we shall see if it can be seen. Alright, this is all plugged in, very nice. And we want a camera to be here next. And then we'll be all good, dare I say, in the neighborhood. Close out of, what is this, Excel? It is. And I don't think I have any personal information in the notepads I have open, so I guess I'll just keep those open. That's one way to live my life, certainly. One way to live my life. Alright, one camera goes right up here. It's been a few streams now since I got the square shaped one, I think. There's okay. Magdala is saying that you're on all messages and you're not finding it either. Alright, wow, thanks for checking though. There's Dan Mino saying, hey guy Jared from HR down at YouTube, wondering who want to get paid by the YouTube algorithm to make more than you ever imagined just by simply clicking, liking, and subscribing to my book 10-Day Reboot. You know, that feels like a really poorly typed advertisement, but I want to know now, what is 10-Day Reboot? Is it a really... Did somebody actually do that? I don't think it's a real thing, but it's like associated with many juice cleanses and various health things. Alright, let's put up a little tiny bit of tunes because I like some tunes with us. And we can get moving. We can be going. We can see what's up and have a little drawing. I wonder if I will try to plan my life or something. There's talk of things being too long to send. That would be my first guess. Either too long or the subject matter is not quite right. Okay. I do wonder if I could have anything fun for two truths and a lie, honestly. Okay, so a microphone can be set up. You're saying, is this a pyramid scheme? Are we the pharaoh? I should start asking people that when I think that there is a pyramid scheme. Okay, so let's go like this. And yeah, this is pretty much set up. I wish to scoot a couple of things around in the room. So, yeah, I suppose I'll just end and start saying if it's a link, YouTube won't allow you to send it. It's like we're really troubleshooting the heck out of your two truths and a lie, aren't we? Well, that's hey, they have your back though. They have your back though. I love to see it. Okay, so what else is here? Scoot goes downward, and if I start two at once, then is that anything? Does that do anything? Ooh, wait, could I actually switch this one to being could I switch this one to being horizontal? Because I think that OBS is giving me that option. That's should I try to do that? I haven't seen that before. That's kind of amusing me. You're saying the two truths and a lie of the friends you made along the way, and you're saying, after I finished, I applied it till I worked in an instant. If Laura should, okay, wait, you're getting V-Bucks is what you're telling me. You're getting V-Bucks. Anyway, I do not know if I want to switch this. Okay, I don't want to try to switch this specifically into a different type of stream, even though it's a funny kind of option. We'll just start up the drawing club one. Very regular, very cool. And then goodbye on the small version because the real version of a stream is live now. So there we go. And